Alfonso. Steve here to talk to you about an app called Cashwalk, which I originally got it from Robin over at the Catan Cookie Mama Homestead. So basically, I'm gonna show you what it is. It's an app where you can earn points for walking out on the trails. Please comment below if you could hear me. Or don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk to you about Cashwalk. Now I'm gonna lower my camera down so I can aim it to my phone. So I'm gonna aim it now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in. So basically, what Cashwalk is an app that when you walk, you earn points. You earn for every 100 steps you take, get you a coin. As you can see right now, I only got 1,920 coins, and so far I collected since I started using the app late December, early January. So far I collected since February 1st. I collected my first $5 gift card, Amazon gift card, and now I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 gift cards I have collected so far. And I'm going to show you the option you have when it comes to your rewards. You have the option to get Amazon, Walmart, Google Play, Starbucks, Apple, Dunkin' Donuts, Taco Bell, Subway, Uber, Nintendo. There's many options you could choose from when you get your rewards. You know, it's legit as well. You know, it's a good thing. You know, it's legit, and I will post the link to the Cash App later after the live. As you can see, like my profile here, and you got my referral code that once. Once you get all set up, so basically once all you gotta do is download it from the Play Store. Now I'm gonna start out with the home right here. When you go home, definitely when it starts off, and then you got many options. You can claim free coins. Like, just open the first box. So basically, when you open the first box to collect your bonus coins, you get an ad. You just have to wait for it to play. Sometimes some of these ads, they might open the Play Store automatically. Like I said, you just gotta wait at least 30 seconds or 45 seconds, depending on the ad itself. See, and I just collected, let's see, I collected 6 coins so far. Now, and also with this app, it also tracks your how many miles you have walked and how many steps you've taken. Now you can see the trending. Now I want to go back to. Let me see where my monthly. See, you got daily, weekly, and monthly. Now I want to go back to when I started back in December, when I first started with the app. I started late December. So in December, I've taken 36,357 steps, which I ended up burning 1,636 calories, total of 472 minutes, and a total of 15.4 miles, just for the month of December. Now, January, that's when I had 109,212 steps total for 4,914 calories and 46.4 miles, with a total of 1,419 minutes for the month of January. And I believe where I had the most is the month of May. That's when I had the most. So in the month of May, I have taken total of 288,049 steps, 12,962 calories, 122.3 miles, 3,744 minutes total, which I believe that's what I have the most mileage in May, in the month of May. That's when I had the most. So you could see all your stats around June. Actually, July, that's when I had. I'm just looking at right now. July, I thought it was May, but no, I'm just looking at right now. July, I had the most last month. So I had a total of 125 miles, 125.1 miles, 294,574 steps, 13,255 calories, and total of 3,829 minutes for the month of July, which was last month, and this month of August. So far, what I got for this month, I only got 222,403 steps. Then I burned off 10,008 calories. Now, so far for the month of August, I have 94.5 miles, and a total of 2,891 minutes. So I'm basically averaging around 90 to 95 miles per month. So May and July were my most. I had the most mileage. So now I'm gonna look at my rewards. Like I said, I've showed you before. You got more options on the rewards. Now I'm gonna show you my rewards. Like I said, I collected so far. Now there's other ways to earn coins as well. Like you play games. Like the one that really earns you coins is your lottery. See the lottery, so we just play the scratcher. there's been a few times that I have won like 1,000 coins playing the lottery in an instant, because it says you can win up to 10,000, but you know the maximum I have won like twice. You know, like 500 coins all the way up to 1,000 coins in an instant. So I usually try to play, you know, after so many times, and then when I continue playing, you just like want to watch a video. But that's about what I have here. So basically, now I'm gonna show you the feeds. Like, I just don't know how to use the feeds on this part, but it's a great app. You know, it gets you motivated to go walking, stuff like that. And not only that, you can also carry your phone with you in your pockets when you walk around inside the house or in your backyard doing stuff. You know, you earn step points for every time you get up and walk around. And these are all my notifications I've been getting all this time. Let's see, do I got anyone in the chat? I do have a. Hey Robin, I know you've probably been waiting for me since 3:26. Yeah, I can understand the time zone conflicts because two different time zones between my time zone with Mountain time zone and Eastern time zone. Like a huge difference, like 2 or 3 hour difference. So that's basically what the Cashwalk app is. Now what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'm kind of upside down. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is show you the trails I normally walk on when I go for my walks. So let me find my folder where I have my photos. And now I'm gonna share my photos. I'm gonna share screen. Now this is where I normally go for my walk around my neighborhood. You know, this is a very wide open space, wide open trails. We're nearby where I live at. As you can see, there's some high points up the trails where you can walk, hike, take a hike, you know, where it's pretty safe. It's one of the pyramids, not too far from where I live. You could climb up to the overlook, and also it's also ADA accessible, where this, so you could climb up the stairs, or you could take the accessible ramp that goes all the way around to the very top. You know, a lot of these trails are zigzagging up and down. Now this steam locomotive that was given to me by Rebecca. She sent me. So usually when I go hike on the trails, I like to take photos and then manipulate them into Photoshop later. So this is where I normally go hiking on the trails, you know. Now there's this plant right here. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't know what it is. If you could tell me what it is, you could put on the comments below what this is. I don't know what kind of plant is that, but you know, they find out along the trails. It's like pretty wide open space. These are my cowboys with lightsabers. Now right here, recently there's been issues where the rocks are falling off, like landslides. Basically, I don't know what it is. Hope it's not a landslide or rock slide. But it looks like the wall, retaining wall, is falling. And you can see there is a lot of trees along the trails. And there's basically like a small riverbank, you know, like a creek or a stream, or whatever you want to call it. But really, really nice, real pretty. I can imagine, can't wait to what it'll look like in the fall. It's just like this is one of my favorite spots to hike. I don't know what these plants are. I don't know if anyone could tell me what these plants are right here. You know, I don't know what they're called, but they look kind of strange. And this is along one of the trails right here. Well, as you know, unfortunately the railroad track doesn't really exist. I just added there in Photoshop, but it does look real, doesn't it? This is over by Eagle Crest. Yeah, you can see this a secret trail that I recently found into the where there's a lot of trees and there's a lot of you can see back here, but over here there's like a wooden bridge that goes over the stream. That closer I got to it, but I don't think the bridge doesn't look safe to walk over. Oh, here's the one. Here's one that's closer. Yeah, that bridge doesn't look very safe at all. And just remember to just hit the like and give me those thumbs up and subscribe, you know. Like I said, this is along the trails. I added these in Photoshop. This is what I like about these trails, you know, there's just a lot of trees, a lot of vegetation along the way, along the pathway. You know, sometimes I like to take my little farm animal, my farm vehicle, my little farm toys, to take close photos, take close shots while I'm on the trail walking, to get more realistic scene. These are my little tiny chickens. I'm not sure if these are goats or sheeps. I'm not sure if they're sheep or goats. Whatever you call them, I don't know. I don't know if this is a lamb or I don't know what you call them. Now I know these are pretty sure are cows. No, these are definitely cows right here. So this is like my 1 to 24 scale figures. I go for my G scale model trains. You carry those with me when I go on the trails and can find any interesting spots. Now this is what the trail actually looks like in comparison when I photoshopped it, put on the highway through. Now this is one of the streams right here, like with the waterfall. There's a nice waterfall. And there's some water right there. I want to say around this time of year, there's a lot of algae in the water. Like you want to stay away from it. You see, they have this cowboy is doing a roundup. Now this is the trail like over by Eagle Crest. I've been trying to figure out what kind of plant this is, or I don't know what the vegetation is. I can assure you there's a lot of vegetation. I know this is a trail going by Eagle Crest within the Copperleaf area. Right now pretty green, but in the winter it gets pretty yellow, and can't wait till the fall. And I've seen some of these kind of animals on the trails. I don't know what it is. They're like my farm animals. There's some great spots on the trail. Sometimes I like to shoot photos and use them in post production. Is what I do sometimes with my photos I shoot along the trails. Like use the background for my music video, my post production. As you can see, I got my cows hidden on the trails. These are one of the that I've created. Now this is what it looks like originally before I manipulate the image. So this is one of panoramics that I've done. I can't wait till the fall, when I see the pumpkin patch and stuff like that. Now this is this is also one of the long trails going to Pioneer Park. So the total length of the trail, I want to say like it's 5 miles, one way, 5.5 miles, and another 5 miles coming back, another 5.5. So I think it's a total like 10 miles or 10 and a half, 10 to 11 miles. You know, you could spend pretty well, like well up to 4 hours. If you do the whole trail. So unless you only go one way and come back the other way, you know, about 8 miles, but it still takes 3 to 4 hours. It's just like you go to Pioneer, if you go to Pioneer Park and then you start from there, taking the trail all the way back to Antelope Bridge and back up to Copperleaf. Yeah, it's like a total 5 miles one way. Well, Copperleaf that has the clubhouse. They do have a like a pool area as well for the local residents. Yeah, I really like the area where I live, where I'm at now, because it's safer to walk. I don't have to worry about crossing any major street, any major intersections. Risk getting chewed out. That's like I said, I have a goal not to get chewed out by anyone for safety reasons. This is what I use for my farm animals. You get a lot of these houses here where the area where I live, they're like ranch style houses, farm style, whatever you want to call it, but it's real nice, peaceful, quiet. You see where they're doing some construction, they're adding more houses. It's one of the streams here as well. Now this is the trail, the Pioneer Canyon Trail. You know, this is a bridge right here. Like there's no guardrail, and this bridge is really high. I want to say like 20 feet high above the water. So this is the area that I usually try to avoid because I understand like it could be dangerous if you fall off, whatever. Someday I do plan on taking it up with the city or the Arapahoe County because you know they need to put some guardrails. And Pioneer Park has a real nice soccer field. Now here's another bridge. That actually the river. There's another creek that goes underneath the bridge. It's called the Tollgate Creek. What I believe, what I've been told. There's a lot of wide open areas as well when you go for your walks. And there's a lot of flowers around the Copperleaf Arboretum. They have the pool and the park right there. I can see all these looks like the cotton field, the cornfield, I don't know whatever you want to call it, but it looks real nice. So I really enjoy going down these trails. I really It's peaceful, quiet, and like I said, that's safe. You know, there's hardly any problems. However, there are some parts of the trail where are pretty steep. You know, kind of if you have trouble holding yourself up while going downhill, you know, you want to take it slow going downhill. Otherwise, you're gonna gain a lot of speed going down, and then you might fall. And then that would not be good. Yeah, there's some parts of these trails that have like bricks on the side, and then they got the vents. Yeah, it's all a lot of trees in this area. However, it does look like the countryside. Is that a rock ridge? Here, one of the benches and table where you can sit down, have a picnic, or whatever. Here's a more photo of the water of the creek. Like there right now, it's like it's a lot of algae right now. You're trying to, you don't want to stick your hand in the water right now. There's a lot of algae, like real slimy. This is when I took the photo from the 20-foot tall bridge that has no guardrails. It was kind of scary, you know, going over a bridge that has no guardrails. Someone can potentially flip over and fall. Now there's near the Copperleaf Arboretum where they have the pool and the park and the shade. This is like a little picnic area. The only difference is I added this in Photoshop, like added the tracks and stuff like that. You get what I like about this area. It looks like a train station, like an old railway station. Even though it's not, but it just looks like it. Pretty nice flowers around the area as well, and the arboretum. Here's another photo of the creek by Eagle Crest. There are some high points within the Copperleaf and the Saddle Rock area. You know, you gotta climb up. Of course, I've done some panoramic images. Of course, you know, there are houses around the area. You know, like there's in within the wide open space, there's houses around it. Like I said, it looks like more like the countryside, where there's a lot of farmland, a lot of vegetation. Which I really enjoy that. One of the trails right here. As you can see, I added like a rural country road, a small highway, like how originally it's actually like a paved trail. one of the creeks right here. We're by Eagle Crest. And here's the real nice waterfall. It flows very gentle. Goes. The creek is pretty long. You know, the trail goes pretty much along the creek. You can see there is a lot of trees here. I don't know, but maybe this. What I like about it, because there's a lot of trees. There's over here. It looks like there's a whole lot of forest here. Where sometimes I bring my chickens, my little puppets, along with me when I go on the trail. And it's just been so hot lately. I haven't been able to go out much because you don't want to be out there when it's hot. You get dehydrated, and usually when it's hot, if I'm out walking, I take more water than usual. Take 2 or 3 water bottles just to do a 3 mile hike, 3 or 4 mile hike normally. During the cool weather or in the winter months, like in the fall or spring, I could go at least 6 miles with one water bottle, 1 32 ounce. But when it's really hot, I just take me 2 or 3 water bottles just to keep going. See, these over here, this looks like it's like wheat or grain. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna see some tall grass here. And this is 2 months ago when I took my farm tractor, my RC control tractor out on the trail, ran it a couple times, to get some video, to get some close shots. This is where I have my seed spreader and fertilizer spreader. Every time I go for a walk, it's more of a great photo opportunity for me because I could bring back with the photo using my project later on. Yeah, see, this trail is pretty long. Like, from one end to the other, it's like total of 5.5 miles. In my case, I've been walking started 3 years ago during the pandemic, 2020. That when I had my old neighborhood, I started making my walks around before I was going to the gym. But now, since the pandemic, we've had to stay home. I could go for my walks outside. In my old neighborhood, we just walk around the whole block and the whole one lap around the block. And my old place was 1 mile loop. And I started doing like 1 mile, 2 miles. Like kind of worked my way up from 2020. Worked on the year 2020. Started with 1 mile, 1.5, and then 2 miles, 2 laps. Okay, and then once I get used to it, then bumped up to 3 miles. Okay, and then the following year in 2021, started doing like same thing over and over. Then 3 miles, then 4 miles, 4 miles, and after that 4 miles, 4 miles. And 2021 I hit 5 miles. You have to work your way up gradually, and then working all my way up to 6 miles, and then in the summer of 2021, that's when I hit 8 miles for the first time, 8 laps around the block, and then now I think 2021, I think like around the fall of 2021, 2022, that when I did 10 laps around, that was equivalent to 10 miles, and that really got me. And now people tell me I've lost a lot of weight over the last 3 years from all the walking I've been doing. So, and now, but here's the thing: on my old place, it was pretty much flat level surface. There was hardly any up and down hills. Until I moved to Copperleaf area of last year in November, and then around December, and I started doing my walk. But when I first started walking around here, it was a little more difficult because like I got used to walking around 6 miles normally, because now I could easily walk 6 miles without getting tired or anything. But over here, there's a lot of up and down hills. You gotta really pace yourself, and not go too fast. You don't want to take it nice and slow on these trails over here, because if you go too, like I say, you go too fast, going up and downhill, man, it's gonna really cause you to gain a lot of momentum, and you're not gonna be able to hold yourself up going downhill. That's one scary thing that I don't want to ever have to deal with, but it's pretty scary when you're walking down really fast. Once you gain momentum where you can't control yourself, that's pretty scary. So, like I said, it's just like the way I started. Like, I got two neighbors signed up for the Cashwalk. Two people within my neighborhood areas. Unfortunately, I'm very fortunate to say that over here it's much easier for me to walk than my old place. My old place, it's just like after, after constantly crossing a busy street, had to watch out for car. There was a church nearby my old place, and a lot of people will see me walking, and they'll tell me that they'll worry about more about safety or whatever. But my old place, a lot of people were more strict than where I'm at now. But I'm just thankful the people here are not that strict. When it comes to the safety, about however over here a lot of people have cameras, so they kind of watch out for you. People really do look out for you if they see you walking, and if they see you that you're blind or vision impaired, see with a white cane, they're more likely to look out for you, no matter where you are. Because a lot of time neighbors are more concerned with safety. Like, they don't want anything happens. So I'm just thankful in a way, in a sense. Some people are really nice about it, and some will just some neighbors might wanna chew you out. Like my old neighborhood where I lived at in Denver before. But I'm just very fortunate. I haven't had any issues where I would get chewed out. So that's why I have a goal. My number one goal is not to get chewed out by anyone, or not to get chewed out. Again, I know in my old place I was getting complaints more about safety, or people were saying that I was walking in the middle of the street, or something they would say I would just cross the street without looking. Those were the most common complaints I was getting from neighbors at my old place. But fortunately, I haven't really had that happen yet, and I try to keep it that way. Now here's another beautiful image around Saddle Rock Ridge. It's not too far, Saddle Rock and Copperleaf, they're pretty much together. They're like different HOAs, like different homeowners association, but they're the, but they're in the same area. Now this is where sometimes it goes to go on the High Plains Trail, but right now during this time, sometimes it's really hot right now, so going on the High Plains, it's nice, peaceful and quiet, however, that's pretty long, like 2 miles long from one end to the other. The High Plains, like from Quincy to Smoky Hills, like 2 miles long each way. That's like pretty easy, like total 4 mile, 2 miles going down, 2 miles coming back. Pretty easy. Well, good, on that trail you could go fast as you want. You don't have to worry about nothing. But lately, being so hot, in the summertime, getting kicked off. People tell me to stay off the trail because there's been like rattlesnake encounters, or like I said, people here really do look out for you. If you're blind or vision impaired, they'll tell you, like, if there's a rattlesnake, they'll kick you off the trail. They'll say, hey, you need to get off the trail. That's Go somewhere else. And I said, okay. When I first got kicked out, the first time I got kicked out, and I'm thinking, oh, man, what did I do wrong to get kicked out? And then the second time I went on, okay, the reason I'm kicking you off the trail is because they're rattlesnakes. Oh, okay. I just went out by my own business, and just went out by my day, so. Because I know the last thing you want to get bit by a rattlesnake, and then that would not be good. Yeah, like around like I say, around the Copperleaf area, there's a lot of great photo opportunities. We got like I'm not too far from the waterfall from the Copperleaf Canyon. Like I say, like I'll carry sometimes I like to bring my little farm tractors and stuff like that out here, like 1:32 scale. Like all my chickens. Here's the water. Usually when it rains, you got a real nice flowing waterfall. Here's the rocks, the canyon. It's pretty far deep, and far down. Had one neighbor told me to be careful on the trail. She worried I might fall into the canyon. She told me it's 400 feet down. I don't know. Can't really tell how far down it is. But there's plenty of parks in that area as well. See, there's some of the waterfall right here. See, when it rains, we be getting a lot of rain from April all the way to the end of May. This is a Copperleaf area. Now there's a more image of the High Plains Trail. It tells you like the connecting point. You know, there's tell you how far you are from each area. Like Quincy Avenue, you're like a mile away. Like East Copperleaf, Eagle Crest, Thunder Ridge. You know, the High Plains is pretty nice, but it's just like they just want to avoid it in summer because of rattlesnakes. This photo was taken from the High Plains Trail. You know, along the High Plains, it's usually like the interstate, the E470 toll road. You know, on the other side, there's a shot of my Canon DSLR camera, my telephoto lens, and you can get it really far. You know, that's like in the southeast of Aurora, and then past the E470. That's where there's a lot of farmland, stuff like that. More of the countryside. Yeah, you know, like I said, Copperleaf, pretty. They have a lot of interesting things to see. Like great photo opportunities. You know, occasionally on these trails I go on, sometimes I'm very fortunate. I was lucky enough to see people on their horses like twice throughout the time that I lived here. You know, on the trails. You know, it doesn't happen too often. Maybe kind of see why, because you know, nobody's not supposed to have horses on the trails here. I've seen people horseback ride on these trails like 2 or 3 times, and that was about it. But other than that, there was really no major like horseback riding activity going on like as usual. If we see way out in the country, or in the ranch, but you know it's just very rare. You know, there's a park right there in Copperleaf. You know, the ecological park. They got giant-sized turtle, giant-sized ladybug, giant-sized ant. I mean, they're humongous. You could get on them and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a whole lot of vegetation here in our area. I'd rather wish like that we could have all the countryside and all that, more like the ranches. From what I heard from neighbors, stuff like that. Sometimes I have people that I walk along on the trail with, along with. Some people tell me that 20 years ago, all this used to be farmland. It used to be cattle. It used to be cattle, like 20 some years ago. It used to be cows until all they got developed. Like a lot of these farmers and ranchers, they're losing the land. You know, to city developers. You know. You know, that reality is in the future, if we continue, the city continues expanding, you know, it seems like we're taking the land away from the farmers and ranchers. You know, that's not gonna be no more of that. You know, it's just the reality. You know, sometimes people don't want to carry that tradition. You know, the young generation. You know, they don't know where our food comes from. Nothing like that. In the sad thing, then none of the schools here, and especially in the large cities, they don't teach about agriculture or nothing like that. Kids don't even know where the meat comes from. A lot of people think that the food comes from the stores, and that's it. Like they don't know what's behind the scene. Like they don't know what it takes. Like they don't know the logistics of it. But what I do like about this neighborhood, you know, they do maintain the style of the ranch style, like the countryside. That's one thing. As you can see, like in the winter, you know, if you're doing not pretty much yellow, but you know, from late winter, early spring. But usually you wanna stay away. Like when it snows, you wanna stay off the trail because it could get very slippery, icy. Well, you know, I guess that's it, guys. Like I said, I just want to remind you with the Cashwalk, and like I say, go sign up for Cashwalk. I'll put that link in the description below. So I guess I'm going to end the stream now, and I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank you for coming in. You know, until next time, I'm Alfonso. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.